What's good, y'all? How we doing today? Today is day 9 of the series of this transformation, and today, today's one that I need to learn from. Today's one that I need to take as a day where I get something out of this. Yeah, I didn't perform well. Yes, I wasn't doing good well, but I need to take a lesson out of today. I can't say, man, today was decent today. Maybe market conditions aren't there. Yes, it is NFP week. I know that. But I need to take something out of today, and I need to actually improve on this, and I need to use this. I can't just like push things under the rug. I can't just say, hey, we're kind of making some mistakes that we have been in the past, but we're still not fixing them. That's very important, and I need to change. But anyways, if you guys are new here, I go live every single morning. I'm live at Market Open, and I go live for around like 5 hours. It kind of depends on the day. Today was like 4.5, just because I was like, it's probably gonna be a trend day, and I'm not gonna sit here and look at the charts. I took 2 losses today. I'm not going to take another trade. I'm not going to take another trade after those 2 losses. But anyways, welcome back to day 9. Day 9, welcome. And I've really been appreciating the feedback, and bro, just y'all need to criticize and flame me, and but like don't say like I'm doing a good job. Don't tell me that I'm doing a good job. Find flaws within my game, but also know that everyone has their own way of trading. Everyone trades a little bit differently. So if you have like a if you trade like me, flame me, roast me. But if you have like a whole different system, then I wouldn't. But anyways, I took 2 trades today. One of them was decent. The other one was awful. Shouldn't have even been in the trade. But let's kind of see where my head was at going into market open, and this is what I'm saying that I need to get better at. I was too centered on this bias, too centered on this short bias. Why am I short? Yeah, we have these 2 relative equal lows, but my whole bias can't be depicted off of that. Look at order flow here. Look at what we're doing on the hourly chart. Straight up. Yes, market doesn't always do this. Market doesn't always go straight up and rally exactly like this. I was expecting maybe a little bit of pullback. Maybe we were gonna get something. I was expecting. I was really looking for this PD array to be a draw, but market doesn't need to go here. Market doesn't need to go to this draw. Just because I think that we're like this doesn't mean that we're just gonna sell off. But anyways, I was bearish coming into today. We opened around here. ES had taken this high. Let's see. Yeah, ES had taken this high. NQ hadn't taken the high yet, and then NQ ended up taking that high. And then it came to a point where ES was at all-time highs, NQ wasn't. And that's kind of where I got some of my bias for these trades. It's because we had an SMT up here at the time. And I don't like this just because when I'm using SMTs, I can't let them dictate my bias. An SMT, I should only have an SMT in place to where we get displacement lower. And I might add another slide here, or I might just keep on adding slides to where mistakes made. I like the slide. I think I'm gonna have mistakes made, and I'm just gonna have a big slide, and maybe this slideshow ends up being like 1,000 pages. But anyways, for now, SMT to rely on an SMT. Yeah, I like that. Too reliant on SMT, and SMT hadn't gotten displacement. And then as well, I was too zoomed in today. We'll kind of go over. Too zoomed in. Not taking early entries. We'll kind of go over. I really do. I really do want to. I think this would be good. If I have like mistakes made, I write down all the mistakes I've made, and we'll see which ones keep on repeating, which ones keep on repeating, which ones keep on occurring, and then I may be like, bro, we're making the same mistakes over and over. Why aren't we doing anything about it? And I am making the same mistakes over and over. These are pretty much the same mistakes I haven't made. I know I make these mistakes. So why am I not doing anything to prevent these in the future? And this is the big lesson I want to take out of today. I don't need something big to smack me in the face. I don't need a big fatal catastrophic loss like I have in the past to smack me in the face and tell me that I should be sticking to rules. And I had this whole thing picked up and I didn't really even follow that. But we're going to go in the first trade, but pretty much we are straight up. Notice how much we are respecting bullish order flow here. Every bullish PD array is getting respected. We never even disrespected a bullish PD array until here. Until this 15-minute. Look, notice order block, perfectly respected. Fair value gap, that's not my fair value gap, but all of these are being respected. All bullish PD arrays on higher time frames, such as the 15-minute, are being respected. All of them are. On ES, let's kind of take a peeker. Let's kind of take a peeker at NQ. I'm pretty sure it's the same. Everything is respected until here. This bullish imbalance gets rated on the downside, and then look at what happens. We sell off a little bit. This is like, I kind of at market close again. I wasn't really looking at this. I got off the charts. So I'm like, yo, we gotta go to the gym. We have to go to the gym. But anyways, here is the first trade that I took today. And this trade is all right. It's just way too zoomed in. Again, I'm having a major problem with being too reliant on the 1 minute. Yes, it did get better today. Yes, I was going through more than just the 1 minute. But retail trader likes to counter. Yeah, I was just because we have equal lows down here, market hasn't told me that we need to go down there. Now I would expect to say that we might form structure and then we're gonna hunt these and then we're gonna like sell off or something like that. But market doesn't need to go there yet. Yo, what's good, slot buddies? Don't counter trend on market and range. Spencer, yeah. And the thing is, like, it's kind of all hindsight though, but we could have easily like had SMT and then had displacement lower, and then I would have won the trade, but we didn't because we're not disrespecting any bullish. Hey, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. Don't worry about it. But anyways, we had a higher time frame SMT. ES had taken all-time highs, and Q still hasn't. So as of now, we still do have SMT, but this isn't gonna reframe my bias. This isn't going to shift my bias. What strategy are you using? I'm using ICT concepts. And then, so we had a larger time frame SMT. We just took in buy side. This is way too early. This is way too early. We get displacement lower. On the 1 minute, let's look at the 5 minute. This isn't really anything. I need to see at least this low get broken through on the 5 minute to tell me that we're going to go here, and then that possibly this low. But this is way too early. I'm having trouble. I'm taking entries that are way too early just because it looks decent. I'm going to get faked out more than I'm not. But I thought this trade was decent, but now I'm kind of looking back at it. I don't like it at all. Yes, we have another SMT after having a higher time frame SMT. We have one like this. This is a clear SMT, and then we get displacement lower after taking these. This is also what I liked. We had a stop rate here, initial stop rate, creating displacement lower. But this isn't enough. We just took an all-time high, like an hourly, 4-hourly high, and now we're like barely displacing lower. This does look decent, but it just isn't there. It isn't there. How long have you been trading? That's a good question. I would say like about a year, but with the strategy I've been using, about a month. About a month of consistent work put into this. So not very long at all. And I'm continuing to get better, showing up every single day. And these are mistakes I need to change. I need to change. What would have been better is maybe we do end up getting this displacement lower, maybe through like one of these lows, and then we want to sell to this low, and then that 1 hourly PD array. But this is way too early. Market is so bullish today. Like it's not done clear. It's just not done clear. It's NFP week as well. Maybe this trade would have worked, and I'm actually glad. I'm happy that this trade did not work. Whoa. I'm happy that this trade did not work. I don't even know what happened. I don't even know what happened, yo. Okay, whatever. But I'm happy. I'm happy that that trade didn't work because I'm able to learn from this and hopefully grow. Hopefully at least grow. And I kind of want to go over there. So I was a little bit too... I also want to say mistakes. Oh, that's something else. Sorry. Taking early entries. Too focused on bias. I was too focused on my bias. And not observing data. I wasn't observing data for the other side. I wasn't observing bullish data. I was simply just looking at things to reaffirm my bearish bias. And I was simply looking at ways to go short here. I don't like that. I don't want to be that type of trader. And that's simply what I was doing today. So you guys got to keep me accountable. And I love that I'm doing this to where I now have kind of some accountability. Don't marry your bias 100%. And I know that too. Going into today, I'm like, I'm not gonna be married to a bias. I'm not gonna be married to a bias. We don't have to be bearish here. And then what do? I still make the mistakes. So sitting here and saying that I'm not gonna marry a bias, that I'm going to be potentially we could be bearish here or bullish still. I'm not. I'm just saying stuff. I'm just saying stuff to say it, and I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. How do you get better at trading? Do you watch some tutorials on YouTube? I do watch some YouTube videos, and the most important thing in trading is to journal. Just journal. I've been journaling. I like using OneNote. OneNote has made it a lot better, but I've consistently been journaling for only a month. Only a month now. And before I even go on a live account, I'm on a demo account if you guys don't know. But in order for me to go on a live account, I need to have at least 3 months. It needs to at least be May. It needs to at least be May until I can even consider it. Of consistently journaling and consistently getting after it. And that's how I'll be on a live account. I'm not going to rush it. And I don't even... Like, say I do have a good week. And this is what I don't want to do. Say I do have a good week. And then I'm like, yo, man, bro, I had a good week. I crushed it this week. Let's go to a live account. No. No matter what, at least 3 more months on this demo account. And that's how I'm going to do it. We all do these mistakes, but it doesn't mean they're acceptable. I know that these mistakes are bad, and I'm tired of it. I'm tired of making the same mistakes. And that's kind of why I started doing this in the first place, to hold myself accountable. And this was the second trade I took on NQ. Look at this. This isn't anything. This is nothing. This isn't a trade. Like, looking back on this, I just wanted reasons to go short. I saw that this. Someone said in my Instagram comments today that this isn't even a breaker, and I was like, whoa. This isn't even a breaker. A low, high, lower low. But for this to be a breaker, we have to take these highs. We have to run these highs. And then get displacement lower. Like this, it wasn't even a proper entry. We like I was at the time I was looking at this. We have some displacement lower. We created what I thought was a breaker, and I was so married that it was a breaker because I want any reason to go short because now we have generated liquidity here, and we have a low, which does look good. We have a low that we put in here, and then we have generated liquidity. So I'm like, yo, I really want to go short here. And look what happened. We did get a displacement within that breaker. This isn't a breaker. A breaker is a low, high, lower low. A low, it would have to be a high taking these stops, running these stops, and then displacement lower. And then this would have been valid. But this was not good at all. This is not good at all. We gotta be in tune with your thought process, maybe even more than the graph. They'll go against the general trend. Yeah. I will say, and how I trade is there are opportunities when I can go against the trade, but the trend, but there has to be a reason to. I'm not like a trend trader, but was fighting the current today. I was fighting the currents. What is your time zone? I'm Mountain Time, so it's 4 o'clock here. But I'll put my charts on New York time just because it like lines up better, and I think it's better to have my charts on New York time. What is the name of the app you use for your notes? I use OneNote. It's OneNote. It's Microsoft OneNote. And I also have Daily Bias. I do my Daily Bias, and then I also do all my trades. I also have other stuff like this. And I think this is great. This is great. This is beautiful. And I need to consistently do this consistently, no matter what. Like there are times when I don't want to, but I have to hold myself accountable here. And think about it, like this, me going on here, hopping on live, is a journal itself. And so I don't like this. And as well, this is also on the 2-minute time frame, which yes, it's okay to use the 2-minute, but I don't ever really use the 2-minute. Why am I even looking at the 2-minute? I'm just trying to find reasons to go short, and I find a little reason to go short, and then I'm like, yeah, guys, let's go short here. So yeah. Sorry, wrong thing. Too focused on the bias and not observing data, and only looking at information to support my bias. I was only looking at the upside of going short. I was like, just because we have lows, just because we're leaving liquidity here, doesn't mean we're going to take it. Does not mean that we're going to take it. Where are you from? I'm from Colorado. But anyways, I also, what I want to get better at, we'll kind of go over this. I put this today. Why? Just wait for the second entries and more confirmation. There's no need to try and get the best entry on every single trade idea, and I don't care how good the setups looks. Until I gain more confidence and conditions sharpen up, there's no reason to be forcing setups to force setups. This is my biggest problem right now. I'm trying to get in a trade, maybe I'm looking to take a trade, but there's no reason for me to put on a trade. Yes, I'm on demo, so I'm technically not losing anything, but doesn't mean I should just be firing off trades. I should be firing off trades and sharpening my conviction, so then when I go on a live account, I'll have that conviction build up, and then I'll be able to take good quality setups on the live account because I've created good habits from day one. But right now, I don't have any good habits. I'm just waiting for entries to wait. I just got married to my bias. I was too zoomed in. I was too focused on shorts. I was like, short. What looks good to go short? I want a reason to go short here. And we simply just didn't have to. We didn't have to go short. There wasn't a reason for us to go short. And that's just where I really messed up today. And that's why I lost 2 trades today. Have you ever been on a live account? Yes, I have. I used to trade options through Webull. I switched over to futures. Now I'm on a Tradevate futures demo account. But basically, I would just pump money in and I would just blow it. I would pump money in. I would be working a lot. I would wake up, not prepared, didn't know what I was looking for. I would take trades. I didn't have a consistent strategy. I was just looking at the market, and I was just intuition trading. It was not good, and I was losing money because I wanted to make money. There was like my win rate honestly wasn't bad. I didn't have a bad win rate, honestly. My win rate was probably like 55%, 60%, something like that. Do you have a specific time you look for trades? I look for trades AM session and PM session. AM session is 9:30 a.m. Eastern time to around, around 12 a.m. Eastern time, and then PM session is 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. But yeah, that's kind of, I don't look to trade during lunch hour. 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. My bias going today, was it correct? I had a bearish bias. I was too married to it. I was only looking at short opportunities, but I need to learn from this. This is a learning opportunity here. This isn't something to keep on repeating, to keep on doing, and keep on going and doing in the future. I was looking at smaller time frames. I was looking at smaller time frame biases, and I wasn't accepting the larger overall draw. I was trying to fight the trend. I was trying to fight the current just because we had these two relative equal lows. Nothing in here on a larger time frame, such as the 15-minute, 1 hourly, 4 hourly, even tells us that we want to go lower. I came into today, I'm like, hey, I think it was on ES actually. I think it was on ES. I came into today and I was like, hey, if we disrespect this 1 hour, then I can expect us to hunt toward these relative equal lows. I don't know. I have no clue what just happened to my chart. All my drawings are off. But basically, if we disrespect this 1 hour, then I could expect us to head towards these lows. But we never did. I was so caught up. And someone in my comments, I liked it. I liked it. He was like, throughout your whole entire live trading session, you never even analyzed the 1 hour, 4 hour, and daily. He said 15-minute, 1 hour, 4 hour, and daily. That's 100% true. I'm not looking at these higher time frames such as the 15-minute, 1 hour, 4 hour that can guide me in order to take these optimal trades. Also, something may help you look for important liquidity, not just any liquidity. Yeah, okay. Look for important liquidity. 100%. It's something I need to work on and focus on and work towards. Because if it means that I'm being picky right now and not looking to take any trades, the worst thing I want to do is, I'm so glad that these trades didn't work out today. I'm so glad that these trades did not work out today. I am 100% glad that I lost these trades today. I did not want these trades to win today. I did not. In the moment, I did. But looking back, I am so glad that I lost both these trades today. Because what would have happened if these trades end up going in my favor is I would have built false conviction. I would have been like, yo, man, I just nailed this. We just had a stop rate, and then we had displacement lower. Awesome. When that is not correct, I'm glad I lost today. As much as that may sound stupid to you, I am glad I lost today. Because it kind of gives me a reality check to know we're not even staying true to the rules that we have in place. And there's no reason I should have been rewarded today. There's no reason why I should have won today at all. There's no reason, and I'm so glad that I lost today. I'm honestly so glad. And that was completely true. This wasn't even a breaker. I was simply just looking at reasons to go short. Today. There's no reason that we needed to go short today. Possible setups that I had missed, they're actually to the upside. I don't really see anything. Also, because I haven't really sat back and looked at this, but for how I trade, I don't really see anything that I like. I don't find the most opportunity in these straight up moves, but I did think that there was a decent trade the upside today that I kind of liked. I think it was on NQ. It was on the 1 minute. Yeah, it was this. This is decent. We put in a low. Okay, because I was just so short biased that I didn't even look at this. If I was long biased, there is a chance. Oh, I probably would have seen this. But yeah, we rebalance into that. We take a low, internal liquidity, which isn't very important, and then we target buy side right here. This is a good trade. And then are we bouncing off of anything here? Would that also add conviction? Bouncing off a 5 minute? Yeah, that's bouncing off a 15-minute imbalance and doing that. Yeah, that would have been good. That would have been quality. High quality setup. That was probably the only setup I really saw to go upside. But anyways, I was just way too zoomed in and focused on my bias. I wasn't even looking at any possible potential that I wasn't even looking at this. I didn't even notice that we're bouncing off of a 15-minute imbalance. And that's what I need to start doing. I need to come in and be like, hey, this is the data that is shown to me right here. This is the data that we are going through right now. So I just need to be more in a probabilistic standpoint rather than bias and hunch standpoint. I was like, hey, I'm looking for any reason to go short here. I really like us to go short here. And although we could have sold off, we didn't want to. Because what was the data displaying? How is the data being depicted? What was the data showing me? This is a graph. A graph depicts data. This all just depicts data, and I was not doing anything right with the data. What do you think about Forex? Personally, I don't. I don't see any need for me to trade Forex. I just think NQ and ES are always what I'm gonna stick with, at least for a while. Maybe there might be a time when I do consider Forex, but for right now, no, not at all. I like trading New York session. I love everything about it, and I don't want to. There is possibility Forex is awful, but it's just not me. Okay, and then mistakes we made. What data is presenting to me? I don't like that for mistakes. I need to reword that. But I'm gonna say I'm gonna put that on one of these. What are the charts? What are the charts presenting me? I like that. What are the charts presenting me? What are the charts telling me at that time? But there's no need to force trades just because I'm married to a bias. And I know that. I know I shouldn't be marrying a bias, but I'm marrying a bias today. And I can sit here and I can say, hey, we just messed up. No, let's kind of look at this and be like, let's not do this again. Or I can actually apply it and I can actually learn from this. I can actually learn from this, or I can just push it under the rug and I cannot learn from this. But today is a good learning day for me. What did I do good today? I would say nothing. I would say nothing except for maybe sticking to my stop losses, and I would say my risk was good. I didn't over risk. My risk was solid. But actually, no. On the second trade, I'm gonna tell you that I don't like this. I don't like the second trade because the risk on this isn't good at all. It was this. For me, especially if I'm trading NQ, this ended up being like a $60 loss. I think my TP was like, I'm trying to catch a 68 point move. I don't need that. And I know I don't need 68 points. My stop loss was 26 points, which is about $52. How old are you? I'm 18. My stop loss was $52. My take profit was about 140. So I don't like this. I don't like this. This is too wide of a stop. I don't need this big of a stop. Maybe what would have been great, or what could have been good, is if we do end up getting displacement lower, and then we get something like this, then I can take this entry. This is what I'm saying. Then I can take this entry and have a stop like this, to where I'm risking $20 on this trade. And I actually kind of just noticed this, that it tells you the points that you're risking. So I'm definitely going to be paying attention to that. I don't want to have like a specific stop loss, but like point wise, but that's definitely something good to look at. And anyways, I just need to stop taking the first entries. What I could have done better, there's a lot. I made a lot of mistakes. This is something good to look at. And I really do want to make this a daily thing. I do want to incorporate this. Mistakes I made 3/7. Keep on doing this. I was too reliant on SMT, and SMT hadn't gotten displacement. I was too zoomed in. I was taking early entries. I was too focused on bias and not observing data. Yes. I was only looking for information to support my bias. Yes. Any other mistakes I made? Let's look. There was no reason. There was no reason that we needed to head where I thought. There was no reason. We didn't need to yet. What did I do outside of the markets to improve today? Again, went to the gym, read, and about a study later. So, yup, also doing this. Bias going into tomorrow. I'm now could be the appropriate time to be bearish if we do end up getting displacement. If we do end up getting displacement lower and maybe overnight session, we open somewhere around here, around in this area, because now we do have the SMT at high. And ES has taken that high and Q hasn't, but I need to see displacement lower. This could just be more room to the upside, and what I'm kind of thinking of is it's really kind of Nvidia. I think Nvidia's kind of been holding up the market, and that's just my speculation. That's just what I think, but I think Nvidia just once Nvidia starts to sell off, I think that S&P might sell off. But that's just my speculation. That's just what I think. So it doesn't mean it's right. It probably isn't right. But yeah, that's what I'm looking at. I really want to see Nvidia start to sell off, and then I think we will sell off as well. What should I be doing? But I'm not doing taking second entries, taking second entries, taking second entries. 100% taking the second entry. Don't be taking the first one. I'm gonna get faked out way too much. Taking the first entry, I'm gonna have a way less probable win rate. So why am I trying to take the first entry? Why am I trying to take the first entry? Why am I trying to get the best overall point move? Why am I trying to catch the whole move? That is not an ideal approach. I shouldn't be looking to catch the whole cookie, the whole whatever. I only need a crumble. I only need to crumble the cookie. Was there a turtle soup? Originally, I actually did think that this was going to be the turtle soup. And I was like, oh my gosh, man, this is the turtle soup. And I actually did catch this. But yeah, we took this high. Then I thought we were going to displace all the way down to the low. But that was not the case. This is not the turtle soup. There's no need for us. Like, we don't really have. And also, I want to talk about this second trade I took as well. There was no reason for market to go lower here anyway. Like, we haven't taken buy side. We barely displaced lower. We don't even have a breaker here. This is just way too zoomed in, way too limited, and I need to get better at this. I need to hold myself accountable. I was doing better. I was kind of locked in, and kind of going forward in the live streams, I'm just going to be a lot more locked in. I'm not, like, I love that I have chat. I love it. It's absolutely insane. It gets me fired up, and like 3 months ago, I kind of thought that I could be in this position, but now it's kind of becoming a reality to where I do have people in my chat now. I have a chat, and although it's awesome, it's great, it's awesome, and I love it, and that's something I love doing, and we will continue to show up and do this every single day. And like when that chat becomes so fast where I can't even read it, that's when we'll be cool. But with that being said, there are times when I'm looking at chat and I could be looking at and analyzing my trades, and I'm not locked in. Like, shout out Eddie. I wasn't really locked in today, and he kind of gave me a like, bro, lock in. Like, why am I? Like, I'm looking at real estate or something like that. But like, there are times when I'm able to do that, but no, I need to lock in. I need to lock in more and stop looking at everything except for ES. I will say I have gotten better at looking at ES. I have been doing better at looking at ES. I'm glad that I'm improving on that. High quality setups, only second entries. I literally wrote this down, and guess what? I wasn't taking that into account. So we were taking second entries when the draw is clear. I don't need 100 points. I don't need 100 points. I keep on saying that, and I keep on telling myself that I don't need 100 points. But guess what happens? I keep on trying to get 100 points. So what does that mean? I have the same conditions. Behavior hasn't changed. I haven't changed. So what does that mean? What does that mean, you guys? What do you guys think that means? I know the mistake, but I'm not changing it. Does that sound like a profitable trader? Does that sound like someone who has grown? No. Although I have grown in some aspects, the most important aspects I haven't changed at all. I'm still trying to rush it. I'm still trying to get the early entries. I'm still trying to get the best possible risk. And in my mind, I'm like, yo, maybe I could risk a little bit less here on the pyramid endless. Like, bro, chillax. Take a step back. Breathe. Stop rushing it. Let's just say hypothetically here, this setup did end up working out. Let's just say hypothetically that this setup did end up working out, and I'm not in this trade. I'm looking at it. I'm like, hey, maybe I can get the second entry off of this, even though this isn't even a unicorn setup. But say we end up just like selling straight off to take profit. Say we end up doing this. Do you think I'll get upset about this? No, I won't be upset if we sell off straight to take profit. I won't, because there's no need to be upset about missing an entry. I don't care about missing an entry. I don't care about it at all. And I was just getting way too caught up in this. Way too caught up in this. And if we do end up selling, then we'll probably create more structure, and then we can possibly target this low because we've confirmed that we want to go lower. But I was just way too caught up in everything. Not good habits I'm forming here. I'm not doing good across the board, and that's something I gotta be accountable for. And I gotta hold myself accountable for this. Am I gonna get better or am I not? Am I going to continue to make these mistakes or am I not? And then this is gonna be written all over, and I'm gonna make sure to let my chat know tomorrow morning. Gonna make sure to let the boys know tomorrow morning that I'm not taking the first entry. I'm taking the second entry, looking for second entries, getting better. Good luck, bro. I'm off. Hey, have a good one. Take care, and hope you have a good rest of your night. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your night. Hopefully you wake up tomorrow and get after it. Mandatory. And shout out to Nicholas. I really need to have a checklist, and this will kind of keep me in check while we're trading. And hopefully these mistakes, when I have mistakes like this, I can look back and I can be like, hey, I made these mistakes. Are any of these occurring right now? Are any of these occurring right now? And this is how I'm going to get better. I'm going to continue to look at these. I'm going to continue to show up. And I will fix these. I will fix these, but nothing is going to change if nothing is going to change. I know that. I'm not going to change if I don't actually change as a trader. I can always look at these and be like, hey man, I'm kind of too zoomed in right now. Am I going to change anything about this though? Am I going to change anything about this, or I'm just going to take an entry just because I want to take an entry? And I'm done with this, and I'm done doing it. I'm done doing it. I don't need to get the first entry. And if that first entry doesn't end up going straight to take profit, whoa, I was right technically, and then I'm able to journal and go back and reflect on that. But I'm done being too zoomed in. I'm done taking early entries. I'm done being too focused on my bias, observing data, and I'm only looking at information to support my bias. I'm done doing that. I'm going to be a lot more locked in. I'm going to be a lot more focused on what we're actually doing in the moment. Tomorrow is NFP. Tomorrow we do have NFP. And we have unemployment rate. So I will still trade just to trade, but why did I just say that? Well, I will be on the charts, but I'm only going to take some of this stuff clear. I know that tomorrow is not going to be the most probable, but with that being said, I'm on a demo account, so I'm going to be testing price action like I usually do. So if I was on a live account, I would definitely be switching over to a demo account, but since I'm on a demo account, there's not really like a secondary demo account that I'd be switching to. But anyways, tomorrow, NFP, we're not going to rush anything. We're not going to force anything. We're just going to get better. Get better tomorrow. Get better ourselves. Get better. And I'm loving that I'm doing this, and I'm loving this. This is exactly what I want to see. I want to see all these mistakes in front of my face while I'm live trading. And I really am going to start holding myself accountable for this, and I love that I'm doing this. I love that I'm trying to make... I'm loving that I'm making change towards becoming a better trader, and I love that I'm not just pushing stuff under the rug anymore. I'm loving that I'm going to keep myself accountable. But these mistakes will repeat up and will keep haunting me and will keep coming after me if I don't change anything. But I know what I need to get better at, and I know what I need to do better. So why am I not changing my behavior? Why am I still not changing my behavior? And I love that I have a chat. And tomorrow morning I'm gonna get in there and I'm gonna be like, guys, if you guys weren't in my trading transformation yesterday, here are the mistakes that I'm making. I will not make a single one of these mistakes today. I will not make a single one of these mistakes today, and you guys can keep me accountable to that. And That's the mindset. And the mistakes I make for 3/8, I'm gonna write them down, and I'm gonna be like, hey, you guys need to keep me accountable for these. I'll keep you guys accountable for your mistakes. We'll continue to grow here, but we are going to get better no matter what. That's what this series is about. That's what this is about. What instrument do you trade? I trade NQ and ES. If that's what you're talking about. I trade futures, NQ and ES. But anyways, that's about all I have today. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the love, and let's just continue to get better. Let's continue to grow, and let's continue to get after it. This is only a day within the journey, but futures contracts. I do have a Discord. I have a free Discord. It's in the bio. It's in the description. Look at the description of the video. It's in there. It's free, completely free. Join it. It's not the craziest Discord, but it's something. But anyways, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your night. We'll be back at it tomorrow, and tomorrow's Friday, and then we'll have a fantastic weekend. Get better over the weekend, and I'll see you guys. Hopefully, I'm able to limit my mistakes today, and hopefully I actually hold myself accountable here.